Beginning in 1909, Albert attended the Royal Naval College, Osborne, as a naval cadet. In 1911 he came bottom of the class in the final examination. But despite this he progressed to the Royal Naval College, Dartmouth. When his grandfather Edward VII died in 1910, his father became King George V. Prince Edward became Prince of Wales, with Albert II in line to the throne. Albert spent the first 6 months of 1913 on the training ship HMS Cumberland in the West Indies, and on the east coast of Canada. He was rated as a midshipman aboard HMS Collingwood on 15 September 1913. He spent 3 months in the Mediterranean, but never overcame his seasickness. 3 weeks after the outbreak of World War I he was medically evacuated from the ship to Aberdeen, where his appendix was removed by Sir John Marnock. He was mentioned in dispatches for his actions as a turret officer aboard Collingwood in the Battle of Jutland, 31 May to 1 June 1916. The great naval battle of the war. He did not see further combat, largely because of ill health caused by a duodenal ulcer, for which he had an operation in November 1917. In February 1918, Albert was appointed officer in charge of boys at the Royal Naval Air Service training establishment at Cranwell. With the establishment of the Royal Air Force, Albert transferred from the Royal Navy to the Royal Air Force. He served as officer commanding No. 4 Squadron of the Boys Wing at Cranwell until August 1918. Before reporting for duty on the staff of the RAF's Cadet Brigade at St Leonards-on-Sea and then at Shorncliffe. He completed a fortnight's training and took command of a squadron on the cadet wing. He was the first member of the British royal family to be certified as a fully qualified pilot. Albert wanted to serve on the continent while the war was still in progress and welcomed a posting to General Trenchard's staff in France. On 23 October, he flew across the Channel to Ortigny. For the closing weeks of the war, he served on the staff of the RAF's Independent Air Force at its headquarters in Nancy, France. Following the disbanding of the Independent Air Force in November 1918, he remained on the continent for 2 months as an RAF staff officer until posted back to Britain. He accompanied King Albert I of Belgium on his triumphal re-entry into Brussels on the 22nd of November. Prince Albert qualified as an RAF pilot on the 31st of July 1919 and was promoted to squadron leader the following day. In October 1919, Albert went up to Trinity College, Cambridge, where he studied history, economics and civics for a year, with the historian R.V. Lawrence as his official mentor. On 4 June 1920 his father created him Duke of York, Earl of Inverness and Baron Killarney. He began to take on more royal duties. He represented his father and toured coal mines, factories, and railyards. Through such visits he acquired the nickname of the Industrial Prince. His stutter, and his embarrassment over it, together with a tendency to shyness, caused him to appear less confident in public than his older brother, Edward. However, he was physically active and enjoyed playing tennis. He played at Wimbledon in the men's doubles with Louis Gregg in 1926, losing in the first round. He developed an interest in working conditions, and was president of the Industrial Welfare Society. His series of annual summer camps for boys between 1921 and 1939 brought together boys from different social backgrounds.